Hey you guys, welcome back to It's the Riveras part 2, because obviously if you guys watch part 1 it got cut off, and the reason it got cut off, I don't want to make it too long, number one, because I know some of you can't sit through a video that long, but it's okay because I'm back to continue to tell you the rest of my story. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. Thank you for everybody who did watch part 1, and thank you for those who are subscribing to our channel. And thank you so much for those thumbs up, and those of you that hit a thumbs down, like, boo to you, because you're still watching, okay? If you like me, you like me. If you love me, you love me. I love you right back. And if you don't, it's okay. Carry on out, because you obviously don't belong in this channel. Trust me, no hard feelings. I really, truly don't care of your negative thoughts or negative comments that you have about me, because you don't define who I am. I am still me. I'm still going to continue to do me and do whatever I please and want to continue to do. With that, let's carry on to the story that I was saying. So last video I left off, I was truly emotional when I talk about God, you know. So I started crying. Excuse me. I was crying and crying and crying that night that I got diagnosed, and I didn't understand, like, why did God choose me, you know. And throughout this journey, I learned that, I mean, I've always known that God's number one and he doesn't make mistakes, you know. And I've always heard that, oh, things happen for a reason and all that stuff. Well, yes, everything happens for a reason. So that night I just cried and prayed, like, why me? Why did you choose me? What am I going to do out of this? Like, what do you want me to do? What is my purpose in life, you know? And I really wanted to know if I was going to live, because at that point, I'm 29, about to be 30 years old. To me, my life is just beginning, you know? Yeah, I might have been 29 with 2 boys. I started out young, teen mom. We can do a video on that. You know, and to me, my life was just beginning, and I'm like, I can't believe that I have breast cancer and I might die. I don't want my life to be over, you know. It's like, I want to continue to live. I thought that we all die, you know. Growing up when you're little, you have all your imaginary stuff and all that. I thought that we all die when we're like 100. So I don't want to die when I'm 30, you know. I am young. I'm just starting to live life. I haven't even got married. I want a little girl, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. I want to do my own business, and I have plans. And I knew that I wasn't ready to go. So let's go back to my childhood. Some of you know, and some of you might not know. Obviously, I have yeah, this is film live and raw. I'm not gonna edit this. It is what it is. So I had heart surgery. It was very hard for my parents. My parents paid cash for that. They've never wanted to ask for assistance or help for that. And you know, I was born with my heart, very much difficulties, whatever. I'm not gonna get into details about that. We can do a video on that too. So I had heart surgery. And the doctor who did heart surgery, it was very hard for my parents to find a right heart surgeon, because not everybody wanted to operate. They said it was a risky operation. They told my parents that I might not live past 15 years old, whatever. Here I am, 29, diagnosed with breast cancer. I thought this is it. I thought that my calling to heaven was coming, and I just got so afraid. So I started praying that night, and I told God, like, I know I don't talk to you very much, and I know I don't listen. I know I'm not a well daughter of yours. I'm not perfect, but none of us are perfect, you know? None of us are truly perfect. So I asked God, give me a sign. I'm not afraid of you. Give me a sign if I am going to live. Show me something. Either turn on the TV, turn off the TV, flash the lights, take the power away. Show me something that I am going to be okay, that I am going to survive and beat cancer. Let me know what's going to happen, because I'm afraid at this point. I know that I need to trust you, and I trust you, and I believe in you, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Am I going to wake up tomorrow? It's true what they say. Tomorrow's not promised. You can go outside and get ran over. You can get hit by a car, a bike, get a stroke. You never know what's going to happen, you know? what you might die of or what can happen. You don't know if tomorrow's promised. So that's why I started living my life day-to-day basis. I don't really like to plan ahead. You know, when people tell me, oh, I'm having a birthday party, can you RSVP? You know what? I'm sorry, I'm not the RSVP type. Yes, I would love to be there, but I don't know if in the moment what I'm feeling or what I'm going through. Number one, I don't feel the same after going through chemo. I've been trying to eat healthy and all that stuff. So my life, sometimes I don't want to get out of bed. I'm tired, I'm drained. I'm also anemic, and sometimes I feel dizzy, I faint, and I have health problems. You know, I don't know if it has to do with cancer or with my heart surgery or what, but my health is not, I'm not normal. And I'm not trying to make you feel sad or pity for me. Like, I don't care what you think, but this is me, and I appreciate the people who are in my life. So that's why I live my life on day to day based on what I went through. I appreciate everybody who's in my life. I appreciate everybody who's been a part of this journey, who's walked out of my life. Y'all taught me a lesson. Some of people stick around, some people don't. I lost many friendships. Many people have turned their backs on me. They say that I changed. I don't think I've changed. If anything, I'm thankful that this journey happened to me. I know why God chose me. God chose me to do this, to speak out and to share what I went through, because it might help you either find cancer, or it might not be cancer. It might be something else. Just pay attention to your health, or appreciate your life, or I don't know, whatever you might think of it. So back to that night. That night, I just kept crying, and I cried myself to sleep. Like, I cried so much. I had a headache for days, but all the lights were off. I'm going to sleep, and I'm still praying and praying and praying and praying. Please, God, give me an answer. Please, God, give me an answer. I know if you really exist, then prove it to me. Show me I'm not afraid. So I start seeing some white light in my room. My eyes are closed, and I'm like, okay, I turned off everything. Where's this white light coming from? I start opening my eyes very slowly, and I see the big, beautiful angel wings in my bedroom. White, big, beautiful angel wings. And I smiled because I was like, that is you, God. That is you talking to me. You're letting me know that I am going to be okay. I don't know if those are my wings to stay here, inspire people, change people's lives. I don't know what you want me to do, but from here on out, I will talk to you, Father, and I want you to guide me in what you want me to do. If you're going to leave me here on this planet and let me be with my family, then I will listen to you, Father. I am your daughter, and I will do what you want me to do, because you are giving me a second chance in life. That's the way that I felt. So I went to sleep, and as I went to sleep, I started dreaming. My dream that night, I dreamed of my grandpa, my grandma, my grandparents from both sides of the family that have passed away, and other aunts and uncles that have passed away. They were all surrounding me, and they were like telling me like, no, Janet, you're going to be okay. You're not coming home, you know? And they're all really happy in heaven. I was able to like take a moment and chat with them. You know, some of you, it might sound stupid, but this was my dream, and this is my journey, like I said before. And they told me that heaven is not ready for me. So they told me not to worry, that I just have to behave and change the way that I think, and things will get better. You know, right before my grandpa passed away, so breast cancer does not run in the family. Cancer does run in the family. My grandpa passed away of stomach cancer. I have an aunt who had like brain aneurysm, you know, and I have another aunt that fought cancer twice, uterine and other type of cancer. So cancer does run in the family, but not breast cancer. I'm the first one to have breast cancer. And right before my grandpa passed away of his cancer, he told me that at age 30, I was going to go through something major, and it all depended on me, how I did it, how I took it, how I fought, that I was going to be okay, but I had to be strong. So I remember on my 30th birthday, you know what, my grandpa told me this, you know, and I know I'm going to be okay. So chemo was really hard. Through the 6th round of chemo, I was ready to give up. I had told my partner, you know what? It was my son's 12th birthday, September 2012. And I told my partner, you know what? Can you take me to the ER? I feel like shit. I don't think I can hang anymore. I don't want another round of chemo. I'm done. I can't. My bones, my muscles, everything hurt. There'll be days that I'll be puking for hours and hours and hours and hours. Like, I know this is TMI, but if you never thought that you can puke and poop at the same time, oh, trust me, it was all coming out in all different places, and it was horrible. It was very painful. As funny or whatever it might sound to you, it was bad. There'll be days that I literally would sleep in the bathroom because I couldn't stop vomiting, and no medicine would help me, you know? And it was bad. It just, so for what I learned, for 10 days, I felt like shit after I did chemo. For 5 days, I felt good. So I would always count, okay, day 1, day 2, day 3, I woke up, I'm alive, I'm this, I'm that, okay. But I would take medication to put me to sleep, force me to sleep. That way I wouldn't feel the pain, you know? So basically for those 10 days, I was like completely MIA. If I woke up, it was just for my boys, like, yes, mommy's here, I'm alive, I'm okay, thank you very much, and I love you. And not a lot of people came over to my house. I had to keep it really clean and stuff because my immune system obviously is really weak at that point, because chemo, what it does, it like kills everything and completely start over. So I felt like shit and I was ready to quit. But then I started thinking and praying, you know, I have my sister, she's not my blood sister, but she's my cancer sister. Her name's Shirley. Oh my God. She inspired me so much to not give up on life. She went through cancer right before me. Her mother passed away of breast cancer. She went through breast cancer herself. She is a human with the biggest heart from the day I met her till even now. You know, if you guys know Shirley, God, she's an amazing woman. And I have to give her credit for being a huge part of my cancer journey, you know? I love her with all my heart, and I thank God for bringing her into my life, because there was days that I didn't want to live anymore. It's just horrible what you're going through, how you feel, you know? But when you have people who inspire you and who change your life and who push you to not give up, those are the ones you got to be thankful for, and those are the ones that got to stick around, and, you know, they tell you things for a reason. God brings people into your life. All my nurses, my nurse from my OBGYN, not only is she one of my besties, BB, oh God, BB, me and BB go way back. She's my ride or die bestie. She's always a text message away and always there for me. Not only was she my nurse during my cancer treatments too, she was there for me during chemo. Like, I would be like, she'd be like, what are you craving? I'll be like, tostilocos and chamoy. And she would bring that to me on my chemo chair. I'll be eating tostilocos and chamoy, you know? BB, Shirley, and of course, Tay-Tay. Tay-Tay is my Tanya. She was another nurse that I met through my journey. And amazing heart that these people have, you know, and I am very thankful that they're a part of my life now. Those are like my friends that I will not let go, and I do not take for granted of their friendship. I know that sometimes we're all busy and we can't keep in touch or hang out, but no matter what, we can always pick up where we left off. And I appreciate those friendships. I've met many other people through my journey. I have, you know, I have learned a lot. I see why God chose me to go through this journey. The reason he chose me is, number one, I have a big mouth. I don't filter nothing. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I say it how it is. I like to share everything or whatever I'm going through, you know, and I've always wanted to, ever since I was little, I've always would play talk show, and I've always wanted to have my own talk show, replay las noticias, and I've always loved to chat. So you know, I told my husband, Adam, I'm like, you know what? I want to do YouTube, and I think this is something that's going to take me to where I want to be. You know, I've always wanted to be like a motivational or inspirational type of speaker, share whatever I went through in my life with you guys out there. You know, not only did I go through breast cancer, I had heart surgery, I had a stroke, I've been homeless. At one point, I was in an abusive relationship. Adam's my second relationship. I am very thankful for our journey together. God, the way that God brought us back together. Adam was actually my first boyfriend, and then we reunited after all this. Adam didn't know I went through cancer, but when I finally opened up to him, he accepted me the way that I am and that I look, and that's not only why I love him so much. I love him so much because I see deep into his eyes of the character and person that he is, and I know that together we are soulmates. We probably belong together. You know, I hope I'm not wrong. I hope Adam feels the same way towards me, but Adam's street smart and I'm like book smart, so together we're just smart together, you know, and we can finish each other's sentences. So we can do a how I met Adam or how I reunited with Adam, another video with him once he's home or whatever. There's plenty of stories that I can share with you guys. I'm about to have surgery again in about 2 weeks. And I'm actually scared for this one because I know it's going to be very serious and very dramatic, the type of surgery that I need. So I've had already 3 surgeries. I did the double mastectomy where they remove both boobs, nipples, everything, and all the breast tissue and lymph nodes. I've also, let's see, I did the expanders. They put in the expanders, expanded my chest. That was after radiation, which was crazy because it was very hard to find a surgeon who can do what I needed to be done because a lot of people didn't want to do my breast reconstruction. And then after the expanders, I had this 3rd surgery, take out the expanders and put in the implants. So now I have sigmastia, where the muscle lifted in the middle and I have no cleavage. I never finished my reconstruction. And another thing that the doctors had told me is that I could never get pregnant again. I kind of went into menopause after chemotherapy. I was having hot flashes and night sweats, no periods and all that stuff. Well, guess what? When I got with Adam, obviously God has another plan. This is another prayer answered. I always wanted a little girl. I have my little Alana, as you guys can see my little Alana right there. I have our little Alana. She's a miracle baby, that's what the doctors call her. They don't know how I got pregnant, what I did, or what I took, which obviously I didn't take nothing because I don't like putting nothing in my body that don't belong in there. And I have a little Alana. I got pregnant and she's healthy as can be, smart baby. She's 10 months. She speaks 3 languages, English, Spanish, sign language. Very smart 10-month-old baby, and she's a huge blessing to us and our family, and we're thankful for her. Again, that's to show us that God answers prayers and that God is there for you if you pray and if you believe and if you listen. Prayers do get answered. I'm not telling you, if you don't believe in God, this video obviously is not for you, and I'm not here to preach about God, but this is my journey, what I went through and what inspired me and what changed my life, you know. Just like I believe that God brought Adam back into my life. When I was getting separated, I was like, I'm gonna be single, I'm gonna travel the world, I don't want no more kids, I'm done. I don't ever wanna be in a relationship. And here comes Adam and, oh, let's get married, let's have a baby, let's buy a house. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's see where it takes us because I don't wanna be in a relationship. I completely fell in love, and you know, that's where we're at now. I am blessed. It's been 7 years, cancer-free, but I still have to finish my surgeries. I'm not done. Thanks to Alana that I got pregnant, I found out there's still breast tissue on my right side because milk started growing there. So now we have to remove all the breast tissue. I'm not mad. I am not mad that there's still breast tissue. There shouldn't be no breast tissue in there. But you know what? I'm thankful that no cancer has developed in this whole time. I did take tamoxifen for about 6 years. I just stopped it yesterday. So I was in readmission. I took tamoxifen for 6 years. Tamoxifen, on another hand, it's like I took it because that's what the doctors told me to take, but in the beginning it was rough. the way that your body just feels. Other than that, the chemo that I did, carboplatin, Toxatir, I can't remember the other names, but carboplatin and Toxatir, I will not forget. The reason I do not forget those names just because their names sound like crazy. Toxatir, I believe, is the one that burned me and left me marks. Like literally when I would sit there and that bag of Toxatir would come, I would look at the bag like, ugh, it's just horrible. You could feel it burning your insides. Like when you have a cut and you put like lemon or something and it burns, that's what my inside of my body felt when I would go through chemo. It was horrible. Radiation, I did radiation 28 or 29 days, the max, whatever it is. It drains you. It takes your energy completely away. It's horrible. It leaves you a burn mark. I have a burn mark on this side of my chest, and it's crazy what you go through, you know, the way that your body works. Our bodies are an amazing organ. It's crazy what we can do through our bodies, through plastic surgery and everything. Another thing that I'm going to tell you all is don't be afraid of your doctor. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to request tests. If you know your body and if you know that you have something wrong, request it. And if not, change doctors and change doctors.